Hello student, Hemant sir is here. So we are going to start the new chapter today. The new chapter is the 8th chapter and which is the useful and harmful microorganism. So first we have to understand what are microorganism. So what are microorganism? Or we can say the microbes. So those organisms that we cannot see with our naked eyes, that means they are very minute. They are very minute and small, so that we can observe them with the help of microscope only. Such organisms are called as microbes or microorganisms. So what is microbes? Those organisms that we cannot observe with our naked eyes are called as microorganisms. They are very minute. Okay, and these microbes are mostly of two types. One is aerobic and another is anaerobic microorganism. Aerobic microorganism can survive in presence of oxygen, whereas the anaerobic microorganism, they can survive without oxygen. Okay, so on the basis of their survivability, whether they can survive in presence or absence of oxygen, they are of two types. One is aerobic and another one is anaerobic microorganism. Okay, so we will discuss in this chapter about the harmful and useful microorganism. So first we will understand about the useful microorganism. First, useful and another is harmful microorganism. So what are useful microorganism? Those microorganisms, they are useful to the human welfare, are called as useful microorganism. For example, we have lactobacillus bacteria, which is useful for the human being. Whereas if we will discuss about the rhizobium bacteria, which is useful for the human being as well as for the plant also. They grow in leguminous plant and they fix or they convert nitrogen of the surrounding directly into the compounds of nitrogen like nitrate and nitrites. So the rhizobium bacteria, which is again useful for the fertile land or for, we can say, the plant as well as for human being also. Whereas if we will discuss about the Clostridium bacteria, which is the very harmful one, okay, which causes several diseases in body of the animals. Okay, so on the basis of their usefulness, they are of mainly two types, that is useful and harmful microorganism. Okay, so in useful microorganism, we will discuss about the lactobacillus bacteria. Lactobacillus and rhizobium. Whereas in harmful microorganism, we will discuss about the Clostridium. So student, now we are going to understand about the lactobacillus bacteria, and it is a very important one. Just concentrate on the study. Okay, so the lactobacillus bacteria is present in the milk. Okay, so as we know, milk the lactobacillus bacteria, they grows and they are very useful for the milk also, because as we know, milk is a sweet in taste. Sweet in taste because milk contain lactose sugar. Okay, and in milk lactobacillus bacteria also present. lactobacilli bacteria is present on the milk. Okay, so due to effect of the lactobacilli bacteria, it converts lactose sugar into lactic acid. Okay, the lactose sugar is converted into lactic acid by the action of lactobacilli bacteria. This lactic acid lowers the pH of the milk. Lactic acid lowers the pH of the milk and milk starts coagulation. In coagulation process, the protein part is separated from the milk. इसी को हम कहते हैं कि दूध फट गया. Okay, that means when lactic acid is produced in the milk by the conversion of lactose sugar to the lactic acid by the lactobacillus bacteria, the pH value of the milk decreases, due to which the milk becomes acidic. Due to acidic nature of the milk, it starts coagulation and the milk turns into the yogurt, or we called it curd. Okay, so here we can write the lactose sugar is converted into lactic acid by lactobacilli bacteria. Okay, due to the lactic acid, the taste of the milk becomes sour. That means अब वो खट्टा लगेगा. That part is called as the curd. Okay, and the milk turns into curd, or we call it yogurt. We called it yogurt or curd. Milk is being sweet in taste. Whereas the curd becomes sour in taste. Okay, so this is the process of conversion of lactose sugar to lactic acid with the help of lactobacilli bacteria. Okay, so these lactobacilli bacteria are useful for the human the digestive system. The digestive system's efficiency is increases due to the effect of lactobacilli bacteria. Okay, so when the milk convert into the curd is again very useful for the human welfare. Okay, then the resulting in the skimming of the curd, we can get the cream from it, and from the cream we can get the ghee also. So there are different products of the milk can be obtained by the process called fermentation, and fermentation is what? It is the conversion of sugar into the lactic acid. This process is called as fermentation, and fermentation takes place by the lactobacilli bacteria. So the fermented milk is very useful because it gives us the various products like yogurt, buttermilk, ghee, cheese, Shrikhand, etc. We obtain these all type of product by the fermentation of milk with the help of lactobacilli bacteria. And lactobacilli fermentation is useful for the large scale production of the cider, coca, pickles of vegetables, etc. These lactobacilli and some other useful microorganisms taken together to use to treatment of the abdominal discomfort. So in removal of the abdominal discomfort, the yogurt is mostly used nowadays. Leavened fodder often to the domestic cattle like cows and buffaloes is fodder fermented with the help of lactobacillus bacteria, which becomes very nutritious for the cattle. The lactobacillus fermentation process is used to make the wine and other type of the bread also. Okay, so in this way we can see that the fermented milk and milk product are very useful to the human being. Okay, so this is the very important type of lactobacillus bacteria which is very useful for the human being. With the help of the fermentation of the process, we can get various type of product at industrial level. So we can say the milk production and the fermentation of milk is very beneficial to the human being, and it is the part of white revolution. Okay, so in white revolution the many type of milk products are formed with the help of their fermentation, and which is takes place with the help of lactobacillus bacteria. Nowadays in market different types of buttermilk and yogurt is available in the market, which is used to drink by the human being so that they can boost their digestive system. So it is recommended by the doctor also most of the time when abdominal discomfort is taking place in the abdomen of the human being, and doctor suggests for that the treatment by the using fermented milk, that is yogurt or cheese, or yogurt, or we can say the buttermilk. Okay, so these are very useful product for the treatment of the abdominal discomfort. Okay, so students, you have to write down this flow chart, will help you to understand the process of the fermentation by lactobacillus bacteria. Okay, so write down now. If you want to observe the lactobacillus bacteria, you have to take the fresh milk and just stain it in a petri dish by using the safranin, and after using the safranin for the staining, you have to take the drop of the milk on the slide, which the glass slide, and keep the cover slip on it and observe under the microscope on the different power, that is 20x and 60x. You will see the rod shaped bacteria are present on the milk. These pink colored rod like structure are nothing but the lactobacillus bacteria. So by using this experiment you can observe the lactobacillus bacteria also. Okay, so students, we have completed our today's session of the lactobacillus bacteria, so which is the useful microorganism for human being. Okay, so next video we will understand about the rhizobium, which is again the very useful microorganism for human as well as the plant welfare. Okay, so students, आज के लिए इतना ही, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में.